Good day, everybody, and welcome back to Katrielle Layton the Millionaire's Conspiracy. Time to move on to the next case. Case number 5. Let's go. Well, that's very odd. We're in the right area, aren't we? This is where Miss White said she lived? Yes, according to the map, her house should be somewhere around here, but I don't see a mansion fitting the description. Lisa White is one of the 7 dragons, isn't she? That's right, so she's sure to have a very luxurious home now. Where could she be? Remind me again why she's asked us out in the middle of the night? She simply told us that she had a mystery she needs us unraveling. She specifically asked us to come at night, but she wouldn't elaborate any further. Perhaps she's very busy during the day. What is it? That suspicious-looking person over there, do you see her? Oh great, it's that Emiliana Perfetti from Scotland Yard, the perfect storm. So it is. Well, I wonder what she's doing out here at this time of evening. Let's go and say hello, it'd be rude to ignore her. Oh, first Granny Riddleton. She takes priority. I've just been visiting a friend of mine, you know. We were so busy talking, I didn't notice the time. It's gotten so late all of a sudden. We're talking and talking all day. I'm shattered now. I don't think I could say another word. Not one, not a single word. Do you think she even knows she's doing it? Oh, don't blame her. She's a nice, sweet old lady who gives you puzzles you've missed along the way. Good evening, Emiliana. Ghost! Go where? Oh, it's you. You shouldn't sneak up on people. Sudden shocks to the system, very bad for the skin, you know. Sorry, we weren't trying to surprise you. What are you doing in this district at this time of night? Work, of course. I was asked to pay a visit to a rather prestigious lady's residence. Well, that's why we're here. You're here on business, too? Yes, we're just on our way to Lisa White's home. You've heard of her, I presume? She's one of the 7? That's where I'm going. This is very strange. She told me she has a mystery she needs help to solve. That's right. Well, I wonder what this mystery is. It's mysterious already. Clearly, it's something very troubling. After all, she asked for the best analyst at Scotland Yard, and apparently a schoolgirl detective. I'm a real detective, Emiliana. Well, anyway, you might actually be able to be of some use. I can't find a residence. We're in the same boat, it seems. We were just looking for it, too. It should be here according to the map. Well, in that case, we'll just have to ask a passerby. Oh, well, let's ask her. Excuse me, I wonder if you could help us? Oh, what's the matter, dear? I'm gladly help if I can. Could you tell us where to find Miss Lisa White's residence? Well, the right house, you say. Is she having a stroke? Oh dear, you see, the White House is... Well, people tell awful tales about that place. What kind of tales? Oh no, I really shouldn't be gossiping, should I? If you want to know the way, all you need to do is follow that street over there. When you reach the spot where the street light runs out, you've arrived. It's very dark, so don't mind you fall over. Thank you very much, we'll be careful. Oh, that's my pleasure. I must say, though, venturing to the White House, very brave. Aren't you concerned by what the old woman just said? Concerned? What do you mean? She said people tell awful tales about Miss White's house. Well, we won't know if the tales are true, do we? Unless we go find out ourselves. Let's hurry up. Don't leave me behind, wait. If you move over the map, switch to another map. Yay. Don't we already know this? I'm assuming it's the spooky mansion. Is Luigi home? This must be the place, I presume? Are you sure? I mean, you haven't made a mistake. It looks, well and truly like a magnificent haunted house. Eek. Case 5, Ghost Busted. Yes, let's go. Katrielle, you didn't have to actually say it. You perhaps scared of ghosts, Emiliana? Well, yes, I am. Does that make me a bad person? Wow, someone actually admits they're scared instead of playing the whole, oh god, no, I'm not scared gag. Nice. Not at all. I'm just interested to see a different side of you. You're usually so cool and collected. Fear is a vital instinct, survival instinct, you know. Someone like you who doesn't understand fear wouldn't last 5 minutes in the wild. Lucky for me, I'm not planning any trips to Outer Mongolia. What are you two yapping about? Please, ladies, let's not fight. Now, shall we go into this place? Oh, yes, of course, the mystery. Keep your mind on the job, Cat. Miss White, hello, it's Katrielle Layton from the detective agency. No answer, perhaps she's gone out? Surely it's simply that the house is so large she can't hear you from where she is. Alora, how about knocking on the door? Yes, let's do that. Before I do, I must search your property for coin. Precious, precious coin. Oh, window? Even the lights in the house give the creeps. Ivy growing. Oh. An aeroplane. Is that like a fish kind of plane? Is that a fishy? Terrifying. Yes, it is. Alright, knock on the door. Hello, Miss White? It is rather peculiar. There's no sign of anyone being in... It's starting to feel like a horror film. Haha, things are getting interesting now. Interesting, you have a warped personality, Katrielle Layton. Let's see, the door appears to have been unlocked. Shall we go inside? Yes, we shall, as soon as I figure out this cables. No, that would really be like a horror film. The lost party of youths in the woods who stumble across a terrifying haunted house in the middle of the night, foolishly venture inside. It's textbook. Yeah, just because it's textbook doesn't mean it's going to happen, though, so yes. What I can never understand about films like that is why they go inside it in the first place. It makes no sense. Yes, that is true. Well, you could wait out here on your own if you like. Let's go in. What a scaredy cat. Don't worry, there are lights inside. Look. Yes, well, I'm here on police business after all. I must be professional. As professional as you can be while exploring a haunted house. Let's go in. Hopefully, Lisa won't mind me perusing her various furniture pieces. Hello? Anybody home? Nope, nobody's there. We'll have to go. But there are lights on, and the place doesn't feel empty. So if there is nobody at home, perhaps it's really a haunted house. Katrielle, stop it. I'm only pulling your leg. Careful, Cat, or she'll run off screaming down the street like a little girl. I find it hard to believe that there's nobody at home. Miss White asked us both to come at this time. Wait. What? What is it? I thought I heard something. What'd you hear? What was it? Was it a good... Good evening, and welcome. Ah! How unexpected visitors. It's a ghost! No, it's Wooster. You know, Wooster. The famous... Wooster? I don't know. I just like saying Wooster. Lamp. Excuse me, I need to check for coin. It is very vital. Ornate clock. The bookshelf. Hello. It's most unforgivable of me not to have noticed your arrival and greeted you in proper fashion. I apologize. Welcome to the White residence. I am the White's butler, Wooster. Wooster? Did he say butler or scary old man? I didn't catch. Hello, Mr. Wooster. I'm Katrielle Layton, and this is... Oh, yes, I'm Emiliana Perfetti, Scotland Yard. Hello. Miss White asked us to come because she had a mystery she needed help solving? Very good, ma'am. I'm sure Miss White would like to give you the details personally. Miss White's the head of the household, I believe. Indeed, ma'am. Mr. and Lady White have regrettably passed away in an unfortunate accident. Miss White was their only child. The young Miss White is disinclined to venture outside the residence. She is of a solitary disposition. Really, what does she do to entertain herself all alone in this large house, I wonder? Since infancy, Miss White has been most adept at crafts and handiwork, ma'am. She maintains a full schedule of such activities. I see, and could you tell us where we might find Miss White now, please, Wooster? Of course, ma'am. Kindly proceed directly up the staircase. Miss White is expecting you. Alright. Upstairs. To a bedroom that looks very similar to Madame Dublay's residence. Hello? Oh, you've come. At last, a normal room with a normal person in it. That would appear to be Miss White. Let's find out what this is all about. You're very tall. I would take, from how you look, I would assume you're like the more shorter variety, but I don't know. Miss Layton, look, there's a puzzle hiding here. Well, yes, a stumper, not a spook. And then in the spirit of puzzle solving, I'll unstump it without delay. Yes, the first puzzle of the case. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Ghosts and gifts, too. A little boy is desperate to win a toy at the fairgrounds, so he's trying his hand at a game involving ghosts and gifts. You have to line up all the gifts horizontal, vertically, or diagonally to win, but if you actually make a line of ghosts while you're shuffling, you lose. You have to make a line of ghosts without making a line of... Oh, okay, so I can't make a line of ghosts. Oops. Okay. Already have failed. Great. Ooh, no, 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 no. So I want that. Want that. There. No, ooh, no. Dang it, no, don't. There we go. Hey.
This is an interesting one.
There's probably a
Any
good
mystery
number
or
of ways to
any
solve
puzzle
that.
solved.
The boy's chuffed to Brits with the toy plane you helped him win. See how happy it is to get him the reward he needed? Yes. I got a ducat. Here, there. It's disappeared of smoke. I'd say puzzles are rather like ghosts in a way, aren't they? It's almost as if you have to solve them to let them rest in peace. Yes, indeed. Oh, also, give me that oriental ornament. Ooh, fashion farthings. No ghost in the mirror, of course, of course. You got dolls. Cushion. Always a coin in the cushion. Always check your cushions, kids, for coins. Your cushion, kids? No, check your cushions for coins. Hello, Miss White. I'm Katrielle Layton from the Layton Detective Agency. Hello, Katrielle. Thank you for coming. So you, I presume, are from Scotland Yard? Yes, I'm Emiliana Perfetti. If we could get straight down to business, please. Do you have some problem here at your home, Miss White? Oh, please call me Lisa. Yes, I've consulted so many people already, but no one seems able to solve my problem. And the other day, Madame Dublé mentioned a lovely young detective woman she knew. I see, so she recommended me. How kind of her. Yes, and I also heard there was an extremely competent analyst. There is a completely competent analyst at Scotland Yard, so... Well, I thought perhaps one of you might be able to help, so I decided to invite you both here to explain. Well, we'll certainly do our best, I'm sure. Could you tell us what the problem is then, Lisa? Oh, yes, of course, but if you don't mind, I'd rather like you to solve this puzzle first. I don't want to waste your time, you see. If you can't manage this, I'm sure the ghosts will prove too much for you. Ghosts? Fibbing phantoms. Some cheeky ghosts want to play... I can't read today. Some cheeky ghosts want to play a game with you. It's a game where you have to listen to what they're all saying and figure out who is lying. It seems there will be a maximum of 2 of them who are not telling the truth. Select the ghost's face to hear what they have to say and work out which of them is lying. Okay. There are no liars. Well, you're a lie. I'm the only one who's lying. You're a lie. There are 2 liars, yep, and not everyone is lying. Yep, got it.
I've seen how to solve this now. Puzzles are made for solving.
Yes. A and B were lying. They really enjoyed that game. Looks like they're not done playing yet. Oh, look at them. Why can't some ghosts just be happy and fun ghosts like, ooh, I want to play or whatever? I don't know. Well, no, they are, but when the ghosts are like, let's play, that's when it's like, oh god, no, please no. Well, Lisa, do we pass muster? I've solved your little puzzle. Wonderful. Yes, I feel sure I'm taken to the right people now. You see, it's about the worrying, well, blood-curdling, really, events that have been taking place here. Blood-curdling? I don't know if you'll believe me when I tell you this, but we have ghosts. I knew it! Yes, not just a few either. The whole house is crawling with them. That's amazing, so this is a real, genuine haunted house. What are you so excited about, Katrielle? I'm afraid I have no idea why the ghosts have chosen to visit. Perhaps they're departed souls with a grudge against my family, or perhaps the house is built on some significant site, or some other reason entirely. I just don't know. But whatever the reason, the ghosts here are their malice is directed at me. You mean the ghosts are scaring you? They're intimidating you? Does this happen on a daily basis? That's right, various supernatural phenomena have been taking place. I'm scared, I don't know what to do. I've consulted so many people already. I had construction workers and surveyors here trying to determine if what's happening is really the work of ghosts, and asked the police to investigate in case it's criminal activity that's behind it. But none of the avenues bore fruit. I have even found a spirit medium and a shaman. No one has been able to stop these mysterious happenings at all. I see, so you've really been at your wit's end, then you've heard of us. I really don't think it's a profile that you need, Miss White. I'm not sure I could be of any assistance against ghosts. Of course we can. Any mystery solved. That's the Layton Detective Agency motto. How can you possibly claim that? So, does that mean you'll take the case, Miss Layton, and you, Miss Perfetti? Just a moment, I really don't... Of course we will. Whatever is going on here, be it ghosts or guinea pig, we will get to the truth of it. I haven't agreed to anything yet. Thank you so much. Oh, that's such a relief. Wait, what? Profiling ghosts? This isn't really my job description, Katrielle. But Lisa is clearly extremely worried. We must do the best for her, don't you think? Oh, I say, you are so generous of heart, miss. I do agree, it's our duty to help people who are in trouble. No self-respecting English gentlewoman would turn their back on a person in need. Well, I have Italian blood. Ugh, va bien. I don't like to be manipulated by this, but as you say, we have a duty to care for the community. So, shall we start investigating the house? No, I think we should start by questioning all the relative parties. We need more information about what exactly is happening here. I certainly don't disagree. Oh, Laura, I'll accompany you. Oh, really? But in the Savoy Theater case, you were determined to operate independently. There may be vital evidence or hints that you overlook without me there to point them out. Sure, it's got nothing to do with you wanting to be alone in here, right? Scaredy cat? Your dog has a very disconcerting bark. Come along, let's start. I think it's clear who the best source of information about the going on in this house will be. Yes. Ask the Wooster. The Wooster. Gosh, ghosts, it's rather scary, isn't it? Gosh, ghosts, it's scary you believe in that rubbish, Ernest. You mean you don't, Cheryl? Of course not, it's all just some big understanding. May I? Wah! Ow! It would appear I've startled you, sir. My apologies. Yeah, and you should apologize to Ernest. Ooh, the poor pup nearly jumped out of his skin. What an exceptional canine you keep. One discerns as almost intelligent tone to her bark. Thank you, Wooster. In fact, we are hoping to speak with you about what's happening here in the house. Indeed, ma'am. It is to be understood that you have accepted Miss White's request, then. Very good. I shall endeavor to answer any questions you care to ask. Lisa tells us you've been experiencing a lot of ghost visitations recently, is that right? That is correct, ma'am. Phenomena of the supernatural are to be observed here with some regularity since the late Mr. Wright passed away. I want to say Wright. It's not Wright. It's not Phoenix Wright. It's white, as in the color. It is my understanding that the rather unfortunate moniker of the 6 White House Horrors has been adopted by local residency. That is unfortunate. The 6 White House hauntings has a more mysterious ring, don't you think? Great idea, can't mock the terrifying butler. Tell me, Wooster, have you witnessed any of these strange happenings yourself? Indeed, sir, I have seen ghosts of which Miss White speaks, a most spine-chilling experience. It was the first of 6 occurrences, an incident that has come to be referred to as the ghosts in the garden. Tell us more. Very good, ma'am. One evening I was performing my usual duties, patrolling the grounds that survey the property. As I was walking through the garden, I heard a peculiar noise, somewhat like muffled voice. Compelled to investigate, I approached the source of the sound. To my surprise, I observed a great number of ghostly forms in one corner of the garden, jostling and writhing together. I say, discombobulated, I nevertheless had the presence of mind to retire before the apparitions became aware of my presence. Regrettably, I stumbled upon a small shrub and was bound to explain. Unsurprisingly, the ghosts heard my outcry. They turned to face me, and with great malice, made an utterance thrustily. Ooh. Ah! Ooh! That is the tale of the ghosts in the garden, ma'am. You certainly tell it very vividly, Wooster. And you say there are 6 such tales? Indeed, sir, that is which I'm relaying to you. The other 5 of equally disturbing nature. I am told, I trust you will uncover them all. We most certainly will, don't you worry. That butler's too creepy for words. Could you hear what he was saying, Emiliana? You were standing a long way back. Of course I could. Now tell me, how exactly are you planning on getting details from the other 5 tales? By asking people. Let's see if there are any locals nearby who can give us some information. It sounds like this wonderful haunted house is somewhat of a local attraction. Can we leave? I had agreed it would be a good idea to find some witnesses who don't actually live here if we can. Alright, then let's go back out on the street. Sorry, Wooster. I must leave you for now. Ugh, this house still gives me the creeps. It's funny, I would never have said you were the type to believe in ghosts, Emiliana. A good profiler must always interpret data with an open mind. Your personal beliefs that ghosts cannot possibly exist to cloud your judgment is an elementary and fatal mistake. Oh, I thought you were just scared. What did you say? Yikes, I mean, sorry, nothing. So shall we find some people to question? Oh, there's a man right here. Hello, Miss, let's see. Yes, Miss Layton and Emiliana, good evening. What are you doing here, DC Booker? According to my notes, the owner of this house, yes, here it is, Miss White, has asked Scotland Yard for help. She's been the target of some rather grisly supernatural going-ons, and I'm wondering, yes, if pranksters were involved. Lisa did say she enlisted the help of the police already, didn't she? So, Detective Constable, how's the investigation going? The details are all here somewhere. Inspector Hastings was on the case, but he was already called away unexpectedly. Really? I wonder what for. He asked me to, let me see. Yes, to take over the investigation. So I'm, taking over the investigation. Have you learned anything useful? My notes do say that, yes, here. No, we haven't discovered anything that could explain the happenings. However, well, I did spot a rather suspicious-looking shadow at the window before. And it's your job to look for suspicious-looking things, you know, Constable. Yes, miss, I'm just noted down my observation here somewhere. Here we are. I was investigating the grounds of the house by myself late one night. Something made me look up for some reason, and I saw a shady-looking shadow at one of the mansion's windows. All shadows are shady, Constable, but surely it was just someone standing at the window, wasn't it? Oh yes, it was much bigger than a person, though, and then it just disappeared, poof, like that. Well, that certainly sounds like a supernatural phenomena. After asking some local residents, I discovered it's been seen before. People call it the wrath at the window. I'm afraid that's, let me check. Yes, that's all I know. The wrath at the window? Presumably that counts as one of the 6 happenings. Yes, I think so too, Ernest. Well then, that's one more off the list. Window. Which window? This window? I wonder which one of these windows is the one where the ghostly figure appears. You think that could be relevant, do you, Emiliana? Perhaps you're hoping to see it yourself? No, I was just musing, that's all. Let's move on, shall we? Yes. Let's walk down the street. Sure, there's probably going to be at least 4 other people. Let's ask around here. It seems they're quite famous in the immediate neighborhood. Perhaps, but I doubt we'll find as many people on the street this time of night. Well, we have little old Miss Dearie. Dearie me, there you are. I've been ever so worried about you, you know? I presume you know about the strange occurrences at the White residence? Oh, yes, I do. I'd make it a business, too, of course. I didn't want to say anything before because I didn't want to scare you. but people say the house is haunted, and that's been cursed these past 2 years. That makes it sound like it's a relatively recent thing. Well, all rumors start off after old Mr. Wright passed away. You see, I've heard it from a friend first of all, and she heard it from one of her friends. Friend of a friend, hardly the most convincing of sources, but continue. Well, she was invited by Miss White, apparently very late at night. She was shown into the living room and just waiting for Miss Wright when a puppet that was on display started moving on its own. No one was touching it or holding it or anything, it just moved. And then when she thought it was over, the accursed thing's eyes shot open and started cackling. Cackle, I tell you. Oh no, I don't even think about it. I don't even like thinking about it. I'm sure you don't. Well, my friend's friend was just the same. She didn't bother making her excuses. She just fled from the house. She did. Oh, it's a chilling tale, isn't it? It's one of those so-called 6 White House horrors, you know, possessed puppet people call it. You've been very helpful, thank you. Terrifying, but helpful. Oh, well, I don't like to gossip, but if it helps, do you take care if you're visiting the place again, won't you? I shudder to think what you might find there. So, the possessed puppet, that's another tale under our belts. They seem to be something of an urban legend around here. Let's keep going and see if we can find what the others are. Aren't very many people out here at this hour, are they? No, it's rather different from when we came to this area before during the day. There were lots of people around then. Ah, yes. That's when we were visiting Madame Dublay's residence, isn't it? That's not far from here. That's right. I wonder how Rex is getting along. Rex? Who's Rex? Oh, I'm sorry. Rex is Madame Dublay's pet iguana. Iguana? What a strange pet to have. Actually, Lisa said it was Madame Dublay who recommended me to her, didn't she? I think that calls for a visit. We should go thank her at once. This is hardly the time to make social callings, Katrielle. Alright then, let's make it a business call. We'll ask some questions while we're there. She may well know something about the 6 White House horrors, might she? I suppose that makes some sense. Good, it's a plan then. Let's pay her a visit at once. Yes, let us go. I'm sure we'll find the other 6 people we need to talk to right along this lane. This is Madame Dublay's house? What an impressive villa. Shall we go in then? Not yet. Let's ask some questions from the people on the street first. Good idea. Someone might be able to tell us something useful about the White residence. Doggy. Ah, I say, isn't that Cheryl's pal over there? That yappy dog we met on the hunt for Rex? You're right. Pinstripes looks like this is his territory too. Well, in that case, he's bound to know Lisa's house. Go ask him, Cheryl. See if he's heard anything about the 6 White House whores. Go on, boy. Alright, let's stop hounding me. I'll go and bark hello and slip that into conversation. Hi there, Hound. Didn't expect to see you around here. Oh, it's you, Hound. Still got your muzzle to the grindstone with that old sleuthing work, eh? Oh, it's not so bad. Anyway, I was just wondering, do you know the White House that's near here? You mean that really gloomy-looking place? I know it well. Ever seen anything weird there, like maybe a ghost? Wow, what have they got you investigating now? I feel for you, Hound, I feel for you. So, ghost, eh? Well, have you ever heard of the tale of the sealed cellar? No, that's a new one on me. What's the story? They say that old house has a cellar and sometimes ghosts show up there. Is that the kind of lowdown you were looking for? Yeah, thanks, I owe you a treat. According to my sources on the street, apparently there's a tale about the cellar in the White residence, the sealed cellar, he called it. Sealed cellar? That sounds like another of the 6 tales. Good boy, Cheryl. Golly, a cellar with ghosts? I don't like the sound of that. There must be something dangerous hidden down there. Excuse me, what are you trying to keep from me? I can hear you all muttering, you know. Well, you've just learned about another of the 6 White House horrors, the sealed cellar. Where'd you hear that? Who told you? I'm afraid I can't divulge that information, Emiliana. It's sort of a trade secret, you see. Fabian, obviously you private detectives Obviously, you private detectives have sources we legitimate lawkeepers wouldn't consider using. Well, when you're as famous as detective as I am, you find some unique leads. No, not dog leads, I mean proper investigative leads. Dog leads? What are you talking about, Katrielle? Never mind, let's just find out about the rest of the horrors. Hello, Mr. Grandpa. Grandpa's stash and scarfing. Yeah. The night is ripe for puzzle solving, am I right? If the puzzle is interesting enough, I'd happily solve it any time. Yes, I'm sure you would. You obviously have puzzles under your skin. Well, it's your lucky night. Oh boy, more puzzles from Grandpa's stash and scarfing. Level up. A group of monsters has appeared. Defeat all the monsters and level all heroes to level 5. They each need a different number of experience. Blue needs 5, yellow needs 10, red needs 15. So I need to level you up. So if I were to say give you to you, and then you to you, yeah. So I give you, you. Yeah, there we go. And then you need just 5, so I would assume... There we go, and then I can give the rest to you. Hey, everyone's happy.
I've seen how to solve this now. And that's how it's done.
The monsters have all been defeated and the heroes have leveled up. Now they're all at level 5, the best level to be. No, the best level to be is level 50. What did I just get? I got something, I think that was egg and meat. Of course, I always enjoy a good puzzle. Yeah, yes you do. Now I'll have more puzzles for you when the time is right. Oh, hello, maid. Oh, hello, miss. Good evening. Is Madame Dublé at home? Of course, miss. Madame and Rex are both here. They'll be delighted to see you, I'm sure. Just before that, we're trying to find out about the 6 White House horrors. Do you perhaps know anything about them? Oh, yes. Only too well. There's a story people call the Morbid Mirror from White's Palace, you know. Morbid Mirror? That's right, miss. They say that in a cellar beneath the property, there's an old mirror, and when you look in it, you'll see an ugly, twisted face. Just to be clear, we're not talking about someone who has an ugly, twisted face looking in the mirror, are we? Oh no, miss, it's not your own reflection, you see. It's someone else's. Obviously, it's just a story. I don't know if there's any truth in it. Anyway, I'm sure Madam would like me to keep you. Sorry, of course. We would like to ask Madame Dublé some questions too, thank you. Let's go. Let's go see the Rex. Oh, they changed the upholstery. Now it's all iguana. Oh. Look, miss, all the cat paraphernalia has been replaced with iguana trinkets and ornaments. Madame wasn't exaggerating in her letter, was she? Where did she even get this much iguana stuff? I suppose a lady of Madame Dublé's standing in wealth can lay her hands on whatever she wants. Well, let's not allow this iguanutopia to distract us from our mission to ask Madame about the white horrors. First, new toys. I need to, yes, coin. Iguana toy. Big iguana. Coin. And a puzzle. Ah, puzzle, look. Well, then I'd better solve it. You're a puzzle fan too, are you, Emiliana? Not a fan, no, it's all part of the job. It's in a honing of my profiling skills. Solving puzzles stimulates the brain, Katrielle. Watch and learn. Sleeping sand. This girl has 2 sand timers. When she sees sand and both of them finish falling, it makes her sleep like a log. One of the timers takes 3 minutes, one of them takes 5. If the girl only turns the timer over when the sand is in one of them has fallen to the bottom, what is the shortest possible time in minutes it would take for the sand in both to finish falling at the same time? I would say 6 minutes, because once you start them at the same time, then when the 3-minute one finishes, the 5 will still have 2 minutes. Flip it over, then it'll have 3 minutes. So there you go. I'm a smart boy. I know what I am doing.
Puzzles are really very simple when you know the proper methods.
The minimum amount of time it takes is 6 minutes. When the sand is all gone through the 3-minute timer, she'll turn them both over. 3 minutes later, boom, sweet dreams. Puzzles are really nothing to write home about, not when the right person is tackling them at least. Haha, look at you, you're grinning like a Cheshire cat. I am not. Solving puzzles is part of the job. Well, it is quite fun, I suppose. Hey, never say you don't... Never ever... No, you should always admit to having fun when solving puzzles, because solving puzzles can be fun. Good evening, madame. I'm sorry to drop in on you unannounced like this. Katrielle, darling. Oh, I'm delighted to see you, and so is Rexy Wexy, of course. Just look at him. No. Is that a delighted iguana, Emiliana? I'm a profiler of analytic human behavior. Iguanas are not my thing. Oh, I believe we met before, haven't we? Yes, it was the Salvoy. Savaloy, if not mistaken. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Yes, that's right, and thank you again for your cooperation in that case. Not at all. Now tell me, what brings you here today? Another case? Actually, we're investigating the so-called 6 White House whores for Lisa Wright. Oh yes, of course. It was I who gave Lisa your details, you know. And do you know anything about the strange happenings at the White residence, madame? One hears tales, yes. I remember one in particular, the Searching Soul, it's called. Ugh, souls now? Yes, the story tells of a most petrifying spirit that wanders the corridors of that stately house. Night after night it stalks its prey, striking terror into the hearts of visitors unfortunate enough to encounter it. Well, the Searching Soul is certainly a blood-curdling tale, madame. Poor Lisa, she was always rather quite a young girl, but ever since her mother and father passed, she seems rather indulgent. I do hope you help her. I'm quite sure if anyone can solve the mystery, it's you, darling. Thank you for your confidence in my abilities, madame. Well, I think we now have all 6 of the White House horrors. Yes, the ghost in the garden, the wrath of the window, the possessed puppet, the sealed cellar, the morbid mirror, and the searching soul. Now let's return to the house and determine whether there's any truth in these suspicious alternative tales. To the house! Start. Good evening, ladies. Is one to understand that you've now appraised the details of the 6 White House whores? Yes, we found out all the 6. Now we'd like to investigate. We would need access to the house to do that. Will that be alright? Leave no stone unturned, ma'am. It is Miss White's sincerest hope that you are able to explain these happenings. Let's tackle these tales one by one and see if we can explain. You seem suddenly more upbeat. I think it's highly likely that these ghosts are nothing more than people's eyes playing tricks on them. I'm sure that once we investigate these supernatural phenomena will turn out to be simple illusions. On the other hand, we might prove they're real. No. Miss Layton, I think it's time you stop teasing Miss Perfetti and we start our investigation, don't you? Yes, you're right. Let's start with the first one, the ghosts in the garden. Wooster said that he saw a number of ghosts in the garden grounds. I wonder where the garden they would have been. Here, in the bush. A lollipop! Without the stick. Did you see that eerie light floating up in the sky? Yes, perhaps it's one of the ghosts. I see you found evidence. Ah! It's not Waster, Amelia, it's Wooster. Oh, you appeared out of nowhere, so I thought... Despicable of me to have startled you in that way, madam. I beg your pardon. It's exactly like this, the ghosts gathering by night. Posing poltergeists. A big group of ghosts have appeared. They will run away if they are hit by a flash of light that is the same color as them. The flash can only reach ghosts in front row, but the ghosts behind can come forward to fill the gaps. Each color flash has a limited number of uses. Eliminate all the ghosts, so... Alright, let's start with red. Then blue. Then some green. Then some blue. Then some red. Excuse me? Okay, red. Red. Blue. Green. Blue. Red. Green. There we go. Apparently we just had... I thought that we would have to do green last, which we did, so...
This should do it, I think. And that's how it's done.
Yay! The ghosts have disappeared and peace is restored. It's a little bit quiet without those fellows around, though. Posing poltergeists. We got a docket. A most meritorious performance, ma'am. Now, if you'll excuse me. What on earth did he show up for like that? What's that on the floor over there? Ernest, would you pick it up? Yes, miss. Are you sure it's not dangerous or cursed? It's a balloon, I think. So it's a deflated balloon. You think the ghost we saw before could have been... Certainly on a dark night, balloons bobbing around in the dark could look like ghosts. Suggesting the ghosts in the garden are nothing more than a bunch of balloons? I feel like this mystery's starting to unravel. Let's see what we can find about the window. There are many windows visible here. I wonder which one is the ghostly figure will appear from. Also, I gotta say, Katrielle does look dashing today. It's said that ghosts gather in the garden of the White residence. Wooster the butler saw the terrifying sight of one. Alright, which window? That window? Or this window? Did you see that, Emiliana? A ghostly figure just appeared. There's no need to sound quite so happy about it. Well, it's not every day you see a ghost, is it? We're very lucky. I'd rather win the lottery, personally. Good evening, ma'am. Another sighting, I believe. Wooster! You startled me again. The apparition just observed is none other than the aptly named Wrath of the Window. The form in silhouette, at least, is quite removed from that of an ordinary mortal, indeed, as in this puzzle. Silly silhouette. There is a silhouette of something behind the curtain. It's made up of 3 statues, but which one? Look at the 5 statues and select the one. The statue cannot be taken apart and must be used entirely. None of anything extra on the rear side. 3 statues, so it'd have to be... Well, it could be you... Yeah, that could work. Boom.
I'll have the answer shortly.
What?
Clearly, I didn't have enough data for my analysis.
Excuse me? The silhouette from the horn coming out of its head and arms are attached to sides of its head. Think carefully. I was thinking carefully. Well, what do you mean? Yes, you have to use 3. So what you do is you turn one of these ones upside down. So it'd be... Yeah, you turn this one upside down. Then you have this one for the arms. And then you have... Oh, no. Wait a minute. Oh, no. I had it completely wrong. It's those 2 because you still need the spike on the head. There we go.
Of course, I knew I would be able to solve it.
The silhouettes use A, C, and D. A needs to be turned around so that the left and right are switched over. Yep, there we go. Puzzle 61. Any puzzle can be solved with the application of logic. A stirring performance, Miss Perfetti. Most exceptional. Now, if you'll excuse me. Why does he keep appearing and then disappearing again like that? Isn't that a... Look at this, Emiliana. You wouldn't expect something like this to be hidden in the bushes, would you? A projector? Yes, an image projector from here would look enormous on a wall. So the Wrath of the Window is just a piece of cinematic trickery? Well, first the so-called ghosts in the garden, now the Wrath of the Window, both were set up by someone. Which means the remaining 4 tales of supernatural phenomena may turn out to be fake too. Yes, which one came next? It was the possessed puppet, wasn't it? Yeah, let's head to the living room. The Wrath of the Window. It's the Wrath of Windows Vista. Oh no. D.C. Booker observed this supernatural phenomena himself, a huge shadowy figure at the White residence that suddenly vanished. Still there. A projector in the shrubbery is a juvenile trick at best. Yes. To the hallway. Here we are, back inside then. So, investigating the next of the 6 mysteries happenings. This is where the possessed puppet's supposed to have been, right? Yes, the one that moved of its own accord and then cackled loudly. Ugh, and it's in here somewhere as we speak. Is it that thing on the shelf? Do you know, I can actually feel someone's eyes boring into me. Good evening again. I trust your investigations are progressing favorably. Arf! Gosh, I say you did rather startle me, Wooster. You have a habit of appearing when we least expect you, Wooster. Indeed, ma'am, I endeavor to be present at all times, yet never conspicuously so. It is a butler's duty. It strikes me that butlers are not unlike ghosts, appearing out of nowhere and disappearing again into thin air. Careful, miss, he might hear you. I wish you luck with your investigations, ma'am. Alright then, let's see what we can find out about this possessed puppet. Where is it, though? Is it this thing? Yes, it is. Ooh. But the eyes didn't open up. Eyes didn't open up. I call that a... I want my money back. It moved. The puppet here moved even though I didn't lay a paw on it. It's alive. Isn't it sweet? What a lovely face. Have a care, sir. Alright, I expected it was expecting at the time he's losing his edge. I remember Miss White as a young child doting on that very puppet. When it was still ordinary. She would play with it rather like those finger puppets, in fact. Ooh. Puppet performance. This is a puppet show with finger puppets in 2 hands. You need to move the finger puppets so that there is a blue one on each thumb and a red one on each finger. A finger puppet can only move to an empty space on the other hand. Oh, okay. Then I know this. So then, yellow. Oh, hold on. Yellow, move there. Red. What? A finger puppet can only move to an empty space, and you are not allowed to have the same color of puppet next to each other. Okay. Alright. Okay. Boom. No. Oh, God, stop. That one there. That one there. 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 Hey.
If you'll entertain my idea here. Still no patch on Miss Layton, of course.
You did it! The finger puppets look pleased, too. There's more than one way to solve this one. It's possible to do it in 12 moves. Shut up. I see you, Lady Layton, is blessed not only with exceptional problems, puzzle-solving abilities, but also an exceptionally puzzle-solving assistant. Thank you, Wooster. I do my utmost to be a worthy member of the Layton Detective Agency. In fact, miss, I think I may have discovered something important. Yes, Ernest, what is it? Look here, there's some sort of device inside this poopet. So there is. You sniffed that out pretty quickly, Pinstripes. I was thinking to myself that the puppet's movement looked rather mechanical, somehow, you see. Yes, that would explain how the puppet was able to move without anybody touching it. So this is just a wind-up doll? I don't really see what all the fuss is about here. Why are people scared of these obviously childish pranks? It's the fact of you don't realize it's a prank until, like, it's over. So, I mean, why do you think pranks channels are so popular? Says the woman who was cowering behind a chair until a few moments ago. What is the matter with your dog, Katrielle? Why does she always bark at me? Yes, well, there are only 3 of the 6 White House horrors left now. Next is the sealed cellar. We'll have to find the way down there. A cellar? Hold on. Back. A cellar, sir? I have been in service here at the White residence for a considerable number of years, but not once have I heard mention of a cellar, nor have I seen evidence of so. Didn't think old Terror Eyes would let us down. Looks like we'll have to sniff out the entrance. Don't imagine it'll be easy to find. It's called the Sealed Cellar. This is gonna be fun. Come on, let's start looking. Ugh. Possessed puppet. Oh god, I need a drink. Clear the throat. Story Granny Riddleton heard from a friend of a friend. It says there's a doll in the house that laughs creepily. Wooster, is this fireplace in unuse? Indeed, ma'am. Miss White tells me she is most comfortable when there is something of a chill in the air. I see. An unused fireplace, the perfect place for hidden secrets, I'd say. So would I just haven't voiced it yet. Stop stealing my thunder. Oh really, you were thinking the same thing, Emiliana. Naturally, being a residence of some considerable size, there are 1, 2, or 3 or 4 that remain occupied. 3 or 4, I don't even have a kennel. The late Mr. White once posed a most interesting conundrum about an unopened room, in fact. Yes, and let's solve this one immediately. The unopened room. There is a closed room that no one has ever entered, however. 1 year has passed and it seems something has changed. What is it? Obviously the water. Clearly, because,
I've seen how to solve
it
this
would have
now.
gone away by now, right?
Puzzles are made
Condensation,
for solving.
evaporation, something of the sorts. The thing that has changed was the water jug. 1 year on, and the water inside has evaporated. It begins to question who would have put the water in the first place if no one enters. Yes, true, true, true. Tom Yum? What the heck? A most extraordinary performance that is somewhat taxing puzzle. Well, every puzzle has a solution, Wooster. Or, sorry, Wooster. Just as every mystery has an explanation. Look at the fireplace. The passageway's open, leading underground. Indeed, ma'am, most surprising. Well, that looks like our way into the sealed cellar. Let's go down there. Would a lantern be of assistance, ma'am? I carry it with me while I'm patrolling the grounds at night. Thank you, Wooster. Shall we then, Emiliana? Sorry. Go down there, you mean? Of course, we can't investigate the cellar from here, can we? If you're scared, you can wait here with Wooster. Just the two of you. Let me through. There could be clues down there that a wannabe detective like you would miss. Well, we wouldn't want that, would we? In you go, then. Stop pushing. Sealed cellar. Yes, sealed cellar. Let's go. No, I don't want... There. Ugh, this must be the hidden cellar. It's dark and damp and awfully cramped in here, isn't it? It's like we're exploring an ancient ruin or something. What fun. When you put it like that, miss, it does seem rather fun, doesn't it? Uppy love. What's it going to you, itch stripes? Still, there's no time for games, is it? We must make a thorough investigation of the cellar. First, there's so many bottles on the thing. Pretty poor pot. There's nails and ropes. Not a lot of care. Nope. I just need to keep looking around for coins. Hey. Jolly good, there's a lantern. 2 lanterns. Oh. A poozle. Now, here's a suspicious-looking box. Wouldn't you say? I wonder what's inside. No, don't open it. Something hideous could be inside. Oops, seem to have opened it already. Katrielle! Sorry, it just looked too fascinating to ignore. And there's no cause for alarm, it's only a puzzle. Only puzzle. Fit for king. You visit the castle to show the king the 5 treasures you collected. However, castle regulations state that each visitor may only carry 1 item of luggage. You are here with 1 companion, and you take a 3-minute walk from where the king is located. How many minutes will it take to show the king all the treasures? I'm not falling for this one again. It's going to be 0 somehow. It's going to be 0 minutes. I'm not falling for that trick again.
This analysis would be simplicity itself. What could possibly have gone wrong?
How many round trips do you need to do? Okay, so it's actual logistical. Okay, let's think. You can only carry 1 luggage, 3 minutes, so... Would it be I'm sure then it's gotta be like 3 minutes somehow. Like, oh, you only take 1 trip
This
somehow.
analysis would be simplicity itself.
No, okay,
No,
sure.
that can't be right.
You know what, let's view a hint. If you take the 5 treasure chests, it would take you the 2 of you 2.5 return journeys. There is a quicker way. Only one of you needs to go to the king. Oh, 6 minutes. Duh. I'm an idiot again. I'm an idiot, aren't I?
Collate the data, and the answer will drop out.
Yep.
Puzzles are really very simple when you know the proper methods.
Yep, 1 trip to go to the king, 1 trip to bring him back. Rather than take the treasure chest to the king, you need to bring the king to the chests. I get a ducat. That was a fascinating one. The puzzle was perfectly fine, but the way you opened the box when I specifically asked you not to was not. I am sorry, I just can't help myself. The curiosity would kill me if I didn't look. Window, or mirror. That ain't creepy. Yeah! The mirror, the reflection, it's hideous. It's not hideous. Alright, then we found it. So it won't be long before... Yeah, right, any moment now. One is advised not to approach the mirror, ma'am. Right on cue. Hello, Wooster. I presume this is the morbid mirror? Indeed, ma'am. The discovery of it here in this cellar is unexpected. Nevertheless, this is certainly the mirror in question, reflecting as it does a singular, unpleasant visage, even as we speak. That is your own face, Wooster. Indeed. It is said that the looking glass harbors magical powers. One is reminded of a deeply reflective puzzle. Perhaps you are acquainted with it, no? More puzzles. I love puzzles. Give me your puzzles. Get your light to shine at the treasure at the bottom. Okay. Boop. 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 No. Boop. 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 No. Boop. Boop. There we go. I'm a genius.
This analysis would be simplicity itself.
I'm a genius.
That was just a simple piece of profiling work.
When the light reached the treasure, it mysteriously floated to the surface. There's more than one way to get the light to the treasure. You can do it by making 4 big crystals, or 4 crystals bigger, or 8? You can make all the crystals big? Executed most keenly, ma'am. If I may venture to remark, logic is a powerful tool indeed. Couldn't have been simpler. Now, if you'll be kind enough to excuse me, I must have a prior matter to attend. Butlering is a busy profession, I see. Indeed. I butler, you butler, he, she, we butler. Never mind that, look at the void behind the mirror. It is a doll. That ain't hideous. A severed head. Save your vocal cords, Emiliana. It's just a mannequin. Yes, the head is positioned so that it appears to be an image in the center of the mirror. But in fact, there isn't a mirror at all. It's made of some special reflective glass. Glass. Grass? Glass. You can actually see through it. There's even a lamp behind the mannequin's head to illuminate it, which gives the illusion of a severed head reflecting in the mirror. Allura, the mystery of the morbid mirror is solved. That only leaves one of the White House horror stories remaining. We're murdering this investigation. It seems that rather than working separately, joining forces has paid off. If you think so, I don't. Oh. What I need for a successful investigation is information, not collaboration. The only person I can rely on is myself. Other people are a distraction. Ah. Thanks for the pep talk, Emiliana. Talking about yourself is top dog. Anyway, enough of this. Clearly, the morbid mirror is just another trick. Someone around here is setting up these so-called supernatural phenomena. Everything all right, Miss Layton? I just had a strong sense that someone's watching us. The last of the 6 horrors, you mean? The searching soul? I couldn't say, but I think it'd be a good idea to return to the living room. Oh, we gotta put its tail on last. That's kind of morbid. Or not. Morbid mirror. I get it. Madame Dublay's maid has heard tale of a nightmarish mirror in a cellar of white residence that there's no music. There it is. Back to the living room. That's strange, no Wooster. He was just here, wasn't he? Look, it's the ghost. Ooh. Don't play that sound effect. Where'd it go? It just vanished. No, it went down the corridor over there. Oh, listen, I can hear footsteps. It's someone climbing the stairs or something. Come along, everyone, after it. We're gonna tackle a ghost, football style. Are you alright, Lisa? Goodness me, whatever's the matter, you all look white as a sheet. Where's the ghost? We were on its heels. Doesn't appear to be in here, though. It must have vanished. You didn't see anything then, Lisa? Dog Lisa. Poosley. Oh dear, you haven't been plagued by a terrifying ghost, have you? Well, we saw a ghostly white figure, certainly. Oh my goodness, the house really is cursed. You didn't see anything yourself? No, nothing. I've just been here in this room, though. Well, this is where the ghost was heading, and there are no other rooms it could have disappeared into. Are you trying to suggest, Katrielle, that it passed through a solid wall? Well, ghosts are ephemeral things. It could have simply disappeared. Just like they appear out of nowhere sometimes, too. Lisa, do you have any idea what ghosts may be appearing in your home? No idea whatsoever. Although I feel like I do somehow understand how ghost feels sometimes. Whatever do you mean by that? All alone in the dark, the poor ghost must be very lonely, I imagine. I think they wander looking for company, really, just like in this puzzle. You guys give any excuse to give me a puzzle, but it's okay because I'll keep eating them. Black and white conundrum. Oh no, the black ghost travels along the white path. The white ghost travels along the black path. They've been split up. Use the 5 panels to connect the maze so that the white ghosts are reunited with each other and the black ghosts are reunited with each other. Okay, can I flip these? No, I can't. Okay. Okay, let's think. White ghosts need to travel on the white path, so it would probably need to form some kind of loop. So, like, yeah, like that. It would go there. No, that wouldn't work. Man, maybe like that. Like that. Yeah, that could work for that, because then it could go... Well, the black ghost has no problem, but the white one does. If I did that instead, what happens if I do that instead? Because it doesn't have to be exact, right? Like this I feel is right. That's right. But it's like you have these odd pieces where it's like, that must fit, right? Because that must. That doesn't work, though. that doesn't... Well, that leads that... That works! Yes!
I've seen how to solve this now.
Solved! It's the
Puzzles are made for solving.
Now the white ghosts and black ghosts are paired. Frightfully good of you. Hey, I do my best work under pressure. You know, I do work under pressure. People are so scared of ghosts, aren't they? But even ghosts can have friends. Like me all alone in this ridiculously large house. Lisa. I suppose the ghost we just saw was the so-called searching soul. Yes, and I didn't see any signs of trickery this time, unlike the 5 pure, apparently supernatural phenomena. So perhaps it was a ghost. Of course it wasn't. It must have been a trick of some kind. A searching soul roaming around looking for company. We've solved this one, haven't we? Give the ghost its tail. And it's all done. Go on, solve it. The particular White House horror of which Madame Dublé has heard about a wandering soul roaming the corridors. Now I've uncovered the truth. This mystery is history. Interesting, I've just completed my own profiling assessment and reached a conclusion too. Well, and looks like it's time to reveal the truth about the White House horrors and the ghosts that roam its corridors. Seems we both arrived at the truth at the same time. How disappointing. Let's go and tell Lisa, shall we? Lisa, we've managed to ascertain the truth about all the strange happenings. You have? Goodness, that's a surprise. I must say no one else managed to. I was expecting you to be a little happier at the news. Oh no, I am happy. Please do tell me everything you've learned. Turns out the ghosts here weren't haunting the house after all. What they've been haunting is your heart.
I've deduced the identity of your ghost. It's Miss Seeker. First name, Attention.
Who?
No, that's not right. Let me rephrase. Not Miss Attention Seeker, but Queen Attention Seeker the 13th. Liza, you used your wonderful craft skills to make ghosts yourself, didn't you? You deliberately engineered all this fuss, setting the people who came to investigate an impossible puzzle to solve. Liza, you've been lonely, haven't you?
No.
I'm so sorry. I just needed company. I needed someone to talk to. Anyone.
Oh, my
I just
heart
couldn't
is
bear it
breaking.
any longer.
Well, you can always call on me, Liza. I'll be happy to chat with you anytime you like.
Oh, Katrielle, you're too kind.
And don't worry, I'll give you my very best consultation rate.
You going to charge her? You realise Liza hasn't been over for a chinwag, even once. You think she's dressing up as ghosts again?
No pause for alarm, Shirl. Liza has plenty of new friends now. Ghost hunters have flocked to the house. She's even set up a club for people interested in that sort of thing. It's called the Supernaturalists.
That's probably a name of a ghost hunting show. Probably. I'm too lazy to check.
It is.
Future me, put a thing on screen if it is.
Perhaps they'd be interested in a supernatural talking dog, huh?
Hey, I'd wear clothes if I could. Anyway, I'm pleased for Liza. At least she doesn't have to be a lone wolf anymore.
Yes, although she may be overcompensating. They seem to have ghost parties at the house every single day now. She sent this photograph. Look.
I say.
Shocking.
Hey. She was a ghost of her true potential for so long, just waiting in that big, lonely house for somebody to notice her, to be her friend. Now she has dozens of friends and she can finally start enjoying her life. That's nice. Were they playing Ghost Uno? I just noticed the cards. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to have yourselves a good day today, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.